All right, welcome everyone to Verbling. Today we're going to be talking about current events, so feel free to join. Okay, let's see, who have we got? We've got Wanderson, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good to have you. Rama, can you hear us? Rama.
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Nan, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Mina, can you hear us?
Yep.
All right. Nikolai, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. And Manal, can you hear us? Okay. And Juan, how about yourself? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Juan? No?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. All right. And Anna, can you hear us?
I'm here. I hear you.
Okay. And Alain, can you hear us?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about different current events. So, before we get started, let's just do some brief introductions. My name is Troy. I'm from California in the United States. I love to travel, and I really like learning languages as well. So let's start with Wanderson. How about you first?
Hi, my name is Wanderson. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Brazil,
All right. Which part of Brazil?
Minas Gerais. I'm from São Paulo, but right now I'm living in Minas Gerais.
Okay. Cool. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, Rama, how about yourself? Could you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I am Ramazan. I am from Turkey.
Uh-oh. Is everybody else still there? It seems like he just got shut off.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. That's too bad. Let's go with you, Nan. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Ngọc. I come from Vietnam. I am 22 years old, and I love travel. I love to travel and cook.
And you love what?
Travel and cook.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yes.
Nice. What do you like to cook?
I love to cook new dish from my members of my family.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Mina, can you introduce yourself?
Mina from Egypt, 27. That's it.
All right. Mikolai, how about yourself?
I'm from Poland. I like soccer, dancing, tennis.
Nice.
That's
All
all.
right. Manal, how about yourself?
Well, my name is Manal. I am from Oman, and I like dancing and reading.
Okay. All right. So, sorry, I'm just going to say, so Mina, you said to tell everyone that there's a new button beside the mic we can use to adjust bandwidth, so we can drag it to the left if our speed isn't good. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for letting us know.
Welcome.
All right. Lucy, can you hear us?
Yes.
Can you introduce yourself to us?
Yes. I'm Lucy. I'm from Mexico City. I like read and play basketball.
You like to read and play basketball?
Yes.
Nice. All right. Okay. Next up, Juan.
Hello, I'm from Spain. I am 30 years old. I like sports and paddle sport. You know,
Okay. You like what sports?
paddle. Paddle
What?
is like tennis, but it's practice between walls.
Oh, so like racquetball?
Yeah, racquetball, is between walls with
Okay.
balls. It's
So
uh,
there's
it's a
there's
fashion in Spain and Argentina.
okay. So there's a lot of walls, and then you hit it and bounce it off the different walls, right?
You can
So
hit it on the floor, and then the ball can hit on the wall,
okay.
and you can hit after that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, Anna, how about yourself? Anna, can you introduce yourself to us?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Ana, I'm from Caracas, Venezuela. I like mountain biking, badminton, and sport.
Nice. All right. And Alain, can you introduce yourself to us?
Hey, I'm Alan from Paris, and I like photography.
Nice, as I can tell by your picture. That's a cool
Thank you.
picture. All right. Okay, so today we're talking about current events. This is a topic that I really like. I think that there's a lot of things going on in the world today. Some that are really, really good, and some things that are really not so good. So what I want to do is just hear you guys introduce different subjects of what you have thought about current events, and afterwards we can all discuss this, what we think about it. All right, so let's start with you, Alan. Has there been something that you've thought recently that's a really neat thing, maybe to do with photography, since you like photography, or
Well, I just learned on Friday that for my company, I might do the headshots for them.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a current event, and I'm quite happy about it.
All right. So what does that entail? You'll do what? Sorry, I didn't hear what you'll do.
Basically, it's the CEOs of the company. It would be shooting their headshots.
Ah, okay. Cool.
So it's quite exciting.
Nice. All right. Yeah, that's what camera will you use? Will you use a specific camera, or maybe just the one you have in your hand right there in the picture?
No, that's not the camera I use for work. I use a professional camera. It's called the 5D Mark II, so it's a Canon one,
Okay.
and yeah, it's a really nice one.
Nice. All right. Cool. Well, thank you for sharing that. Maybe we'll discuss more about photography later on.
Cool.
All right. Anna, how about yourself? Has there been something, maybe with mountain biking or with a hobby or maybe where you live, a current event that you would like to share?
Something new about biking. I don't know. I read the news every day, and there is a lot of stuff that you can talk about it. But no, there is some blizzard. How do you say, like a big, big snow?
Oh, a blizzard.
Um,
Yeah.
I think it's July. They have
I'm sorry.
there is some blizzard in Boston, and there's like 600,000 people that with the weather.
Yes. Okay, so this is a difficult word to say. So let's practice saying this. So could you say
Blizzard.
blizzard? So put the
Blizzard.
B, yeah, a blizzard. So try it one more time with me. Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Very good. All right, so just remember to pronunciate that B for the blizzard.
B.
Very good. All right, yeah. So that's huge news, right? There's I think a foot or two of snow that's falling on Massachusetts right now.
Yeah.
Do you like the snow, Anna?
Not really.
No.
I don't like cold weather.
Okay. Well, you don't want to see outside. It's snowing right now where I am, and
Oh no.
yeah, it's it's not as bad as Boston though. So, yes. All right. Well, thank you for sharing with us. Okay, Juan, how about yourself? Is there a current event that has happened recently with you? Or somewhere maybe in Spain or...
Yeah, now in Spain we have a problem with economy, with person in the government that stole money and corruption.
Oh, I knew that the Spanish economy wasn't doing that well when it comes to unemployment, but
Yeah.
is there problems with corruption in the Spanish government?
Now the government is implied in a case of corruption that is very big, and it's a big one, and even is implied to president.
I'm sorry, you said even the president?
Even the president of Spain is implied in this case of corruption.
Wow. Okay, so that's a pretty big deal.
And the son-in-law of the king too.
Wow. So so how has that made you feel?
Very bad, because we have cut now our payments, and they are stolen.
Yeah. Wow. That's really not good. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social crisis.
Yes. So has unemployment affected you at all, or have you been able to?
Not yet, because I work for an American company.
Oh, okay.
I work for Deloitte.
Oh, you work with Deloitte.
Yeah, in Deloitte, Spain, obviously.
Yeah, that's funny. I have a, I don't know if you can see it. I have a Deloitte pen right
My
here.
company.
All right, that's cool. Well, yes, then you consider yourself very fortunate, I'm sure, to still have your...
Not all my family, because my brother is in employment a lot of time. But to me, it's not a problem yet, but could be in the future.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. That is definitely a very serious current event taking place in Spain right now. All right. Lucy, how about yourself?
Well, I was finding something, a current event, and I found an article that says that this week started some carnivals in Latin America, and recently a new one in New Orleans. Let me check. Yes, here in Mexico started once on Thursday in Mazatlan. Other in Mérida, Yucatan, another state, Veracruz, and also started some in Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina, Brazil.
Oh man!
And I think it's interesting that all are I don't know, related that
Mm-hmm.
start at the same time the
Yeah.
carnivals.
Yeah, that, oh man, I need to go to Latin America. I need to go to these carnivals because the snow where I'm at is not very nice. I'd much rather be having fun at the
Yes.
carnival. So which carnival will you participate in? Is there a big one in Mexico City?
Right now, not. In other states that are about 5 hours from Mexico City to other states.
Okay, like Veracruz. Did you say Veracruz earlier? I think.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that one. I've never been there, but I would like to be there someday.
That would be really cool to go.
Yes.
I've only been to Cancun and
Ah,
Cozumel because I scuba
yes.
dive. So scuba
That's
diving there is very, very good. But I would love to go to a carnival there. Oh, that would be so much fun.
yes.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Those are fun current events. That's for sure.
Okay.
All right, Manal, how about yourself?
Well, actually, there is no current event, but I wanna what I wanna tell you that before days I read about that in Bible ladies should not should ladies I don't know should wear a veil or something like that, and I never knows about that. I thought that Muslims only should wear veils. I mean scarves, cover their hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I was shocked a little bit, but I don't
So,
think so that in Bible they must wear it just like us in Muslims they must wear it, but I don't think so.
okay, yeah, that is a current event actually. I know that I believe it was in France that they made a law about veiling or unveiling and things like that. So that is
Yes, it
definitely
is.
yeah, that's definitely something that is a current event. So you don't have to say no about current
Okay.
events. Um, and so you feel you like to wear your veil yourself, or you think? Well, sorry, what was your thoughts on that?
No,
No.
I thought that no. Look, I'm a Muslim girl, so
Mm-hmm.
I must wear veil. So I thought that only Muslims should wear veil.
Mm-hmm.
So before days, I read about that in Bible. They wrote that women should. I'm not sure that must should wear veil. So I
Interesting.
think that's why woman who works in I, I'm not sure that it's the right word to say works in a church.
Uh-huh.
They wear veil.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar enough with the Bible to know with with veiling of Christian women as well. That's interesting though. I'll have to look that up because I find that type of things interesting. So I'll definitely check that out. But it's funny because that's something that's new that you learned. But like Alan said and like I said, with when it comes to current events, that is definitely something that is a big debate right now when it comes to certain places. So,
Yeah, I
but
know.
thank you for sharing. That is very interesting what you learned.
Okay.
All right, Mikolai, how about yourself? There been
Uh,
something recently?
a few hours ago, Matthew, a teacher here on Verblink, said that in American Congress there is a debate about uh, immig- immigrants, and
Hmm.
Could you tell me something more about it?
I'm actually not familiar with which part he's talking about. It seems like is he talking about a specific bill or a specific law that they want to pass?
Uh, I think it was about getting a citizenship.
Oh, okay.
Make it easier, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I know that when it comes to uh, American Congress, a lot of times, do you know about? I'm not sure, so don't be offended if I ask you what you might think are easy, simple questions. But are you familiar with Democrats and Republicans of the American political system?
A little bit.
Okay, so um, Republicans tend to be a lot more conservative. Well, they are more conservative, and Democrats are a lot more liberal than Republicans. So right now, if I'm not sure what specific law or bill they're trying to pass in Congress, but yeah, there are constant debates about immigration, usually with more conservative Republicans wanting to have stricter laws of immigration, and more liberals and Democrats wanting to be not as strict laws. So that is, I'm not sure if Obama has recently said something about immigration like that. I'd have to look it up, but that doesn't surprise me that there would be. So I'm sorry I can't be more specific to what Matt.
And I don't know why Republicans have so negative attitude to this, because I think people who come to America, I think they are young, and they want to be successful, and I think they can be worthful for your country.
Yes, they can be very helpful. I think the word that you might want to use is it almost sounds like you were going to say worthwhile, or they could be very beneficial to our country.
Yes, beneficial.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think from the Republican standpoint, I'm neither, by the way. I'm not that you cared, but I'm an independent. So there's a lot of things that I am more conservative or more liberal with. In regards to this, I think it's understandable that some Republicans would not want as many immigrants to come in. The reasons for that being certain certain parts of the economy of not they wouldn't want to feel like Americans are getting not getting jobs because others are coming in. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that could be one issue, but I understand your point of view clearly of if young people are wanting to come in and start new things, that it's a little frustrating when there's a lot of obstacles to get through in order to achieve something you want. Yeah, definitely.
And can you tell me, is it easier to get American citizenship if you marry American?
Yes, that's.
Are you planning for that?
No, it's just assuming.
Nikolai, what American actress are you wanting to marry?
I don't know yet.
All right, but yes, from what I understand, it's a lot easier to gain citizenship if your spouse is from America. I think that goes though not just for America. I believe that's probably for almost any country. If I wanted to get Polish citizenship, could I marry a Polish woman? That would be easier than just me wanting to do it by myself, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, All right. Well, that's a really cool current event. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
All right, Mina, how about yourself?
Yeah, what should I say about current events or about my country or about what? What
Oh,
level?
about anything you want. So you said you were from Egypt, correct?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about political issue in
Okay.
my
No,
country
no,
because
no, no, no.
it's really a
You don't.
mess.
Yes, I can understand that. No, I'm not asking you to talk about anything you don't want to talk about.
No, no, I'm
I would
just
never
kidding.
force you. Okay. Um,
I'm
'cause-
kidding.
okay.
Well, I'm going to this new courses in American University in Cairo.
Uh-huh.
It's a conversation course. I wanted to go there, so I finally managed to go يعني, to go there this year. So I'm excited, and I thought that I was just going there, and I just hit the button, and then I speak English fluently, and it wasn't that easy. So I knew I should practicing, yeah. But I'm happy,
Mhm.
you know.
Good. That's really
It's
good.
encouraging me.
So when did you start to go to the American University there?
No, I'm not studying in American University. It's just a school of continuing education, just course.
Oh, okay.
6 levels of conversations, and
Uh-huh.
I am at level 4 because I it was this exam to define my level, and I
Mm-hmm.
was level 4 of 6. So I will take 4 and 5 and 6 and get the certificate. But the most important that I can speak. I don't care about the certificate.
Right. No, I completely agree with you actually. When it comes to just being able to communicate, um, for instance, in America, there's obviously not just in America, in any college or university, you can major in English or in French or Italian or Arabic, different languages. Um, but sometimes what I've noticed is people who have majored or studied a certain language, they might say they've studied it, but if they can't speak it, then what's the use? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, it's so common in Egypt. They just want to get do what they want to do. I mean, they wanna feel that they did what they just must did. They don't care about practicing. It's just I took the certificate, so I will go to this interview. They fail, of course. It's
Right.
just a routine,
Yeah, definitely. Um, so would you say that maybe that's actually I'm going to write that down. Mina, you gave me a great idea for the next series that I'm going to
Thank you.
do. It's going to be about applications, job applications, and interviews. That's what I'm going to write.
Java
Um,
applications.
yes, so maybe certain things to write for applications. Do you think that would be useful to have a class based on applications and interviews?
Do you mean what kind of applications?
Oh, so like job applications or job interviews.
Ah,
Maybe
ah,
doing
ah, ah.
a series.
It's a great topic to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, that I like that idea. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Important. Welcome.
All right. So let's go with Nan.
Yes. Mm, I think I will share with everybody about vacation in Vietnam and in some country of the Asia. Have you know about vacation?
About the what?
Vacation.
The vacation. No, can you spell? Can you type it out for me?
Yes. Vacation. Yesterday, Vietnamese people and some country of Asia, like China, Japan, welcome a new year.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes. Okay. Tet vacation. Okay. Is that what you call it in Vietnamese? Is what is vacation for in Vietnamese?
I
Do you not call it New Year? You call it Tet vacation?
yes,
Okay.
because
Um,
we usually have some day off in this day. Yes, and we prepare everything for the vacation, such as clean the house, buy something, cook some Vietnamese traditional food.
nice.
Yes, we usually have 3 days for the vacation. In the past, in Vietnamese opinion, the first day is that day. That day. The second day is the month day, and the third day is the teacher days. But
Okay.
nowadays, everything has some difference. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So,
Um,
what day is it for? Um, what day is it today then?
it's that day.
It's the last
Because
day.
Saturday. Yes.
Okay. All right. And so, did you celebrate? How did you celebrate New Year's?
um, I think I have a lot of things to do. Um, then we can cook uh, um, and celebrate some party with families and with friends. But the first day usually um, everybody usually um, has the party with your family because a family is the most important.
Antonio, llévatela arriba y
Mhm.
ella duerme
Yeah.
también.
Yes.
So, do you celebrate at all? Like I know in China, they shoot
Yeah.
so many fireworks. They light off a lot of fireworks.
Yes.
Do they do the same in Vietnam?
Yes. Because
Okay,
yes.
that's cool. Do you enjoy fireworks?
Yes. But because I now I live in a small small
Pero bueno,
my hotel is very small, so I
Uh-huh.
can't. Yes, I can't see it, but I can see it through the television.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing about Tet Vacation.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Salha, can you hear us?
yes.
So Salha, what recently have you thought, so what current event have you thought is very interesting?
In Spain or in Morocco?
Either one. Even if it's not in Spain or Morocco, maybe just something that you thought,
Yeah.
maybe for your hobbies or whatever you thought is cool.
Okay. For me, I have an exam next week. So now I'm preparing for the next exam because I'm studying in the language school.
Okay.
I'm studying English and French.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah,
Um,
I'm in intermediate level. So I don't speak English so fluently.
Oh no, you speak fine. I can understand you. I'd say most people can. Um,
Yeah.
so Salha, has there been something in Morocco or France, a current event that you have thought is very interesting?
Yeah, in Spain because been living in Spain for
Oh,
7 years,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and so I'm from Morocco and living in Spain. In Spain, yes, actually, there are a lot of economic problems. There are maybe 6 million unemployed, and the last the last the last party blame the government, so there is so many problems.
Oh, okay.
and in
Interesting.
Morocco, with a new king,
Hmm.
it's now improving.
Oh, that's good. That's great news.
Yes.
So, how do you think that this new Moroccan king? How do you think he will make things better?
I think if you can compare Morocco after 7 years or 8 years with Morocco now, it's improving to better. So Morocco now it's different to Morocco after maybe 7 years or 8 years.
Hmm.
Mm.
So just tell me briefly, Salha, how has it improved? Has the economy gotten better, or has crime gone down, or
Yes,
what?
crime got down
Crime?
and economic. Um, mm, Now, economic in Morocco is improving. This year, I think 4% um, is improving for 4%. 4%.
For a lot of people?
Yeah.
So
And
one person or many people has it
no,
improved
no,
for?
no. 4%.
One person.
Okay, okay, okay.
Can you write it?
Right. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Oh, 4%. Okay, here.
Percent. Okay.
Say it one more time. Say 4%.
4%. Yes.
Yes.
4%.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, and now people have more rights than after than before. In Morocco now it's better.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. I'm glad to hear that Morocco is improving and stuff. That's neat.
Yeah, yeah, it's improving to better. Yes.
All right. So, Wanderson, can you hear us?
Yes,
So, Wanderson, wow. So there's a lot. So you said you were from Sao Paulo, right?
yes.
Okay. You don't have to talk about if you don't want to current events in Brazil. You could mention anything, but what has caught your eye recently when it comes to current events?
Well, I don't usually follow the news, but I heard yesterday that the prices of the products here in Brazil are rising. Inflation, we are having inflation. Everything is getting expensive,
Hmm.
more expensive. We will
Yes.
have to spend more.
Yes. Um, so why do you think that is? What has occurred? Is it inflation, or just prices just in general getting more expensive?
I think it's inflation. I don't know if it's because the dollar is getting lower here. The price of dollar.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
I think
maybe
it's. I think. Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely probably right. Do you think it has anything to do with the World Cup that will be taking place? Do you think that they want to make big changes, and so you think that has something to do with the economy?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Hmm, okay.
Also,
So how's? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
we are having carnival here, as Lucy said, and everybody's going crazy. But I don't like carnival. Everybody's partying and staying up the whole night. But I don't like. The World Cup is coming next year. The stadiums are. I don't know if they will be prepared this year, but I think they
Interesting.
are coming to an end. To an end. All the
So,
construction.
okay. Yeah, I bet there is a ton of construction happening right now in Brazil for the World Cup. That's that does not surprise me. So
And
Wanderson,
Olympics.
oh yeah. That's true too. Um, so Wanderson, why do you not? You said you didn't like the carnival.
Yes, I don't like.
It's too loud, or what do you not like about it?
And because I am a calm person, I don't like noise. I don't. I'm very. I am shy, and I like to stay at home. I don't like to go out. I prefer staying at home.
Are you serious?
So Manal, if you were in Brazil, would you want to participate in the carnival?
Not participate. I'm gonna at least see it.
You would go see it.
It's
Well,
I think it's an important event, and you can have fun there.
that's a good point, but maybe Wanderson, have you seen it for many, many years, Wanderson? Is that why maybe you're bored of it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think that's a good point where if something is so close to you, for instance, the Grand Canyon, has everyone heard of the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, so I will, okay, Manal, I will put, search. Okay, so the Grand Canyon is probably maybe five hours from my house in California. Maybe a little longer than that. Um, but so check out that link, and it's very close, right? But because it's so close, I've only been there once, just because it doesn't. It's so close. So why would I care? So I think the same probably goes for Wenderson when he's talking about the Carnival, because it's so it's happened so many times, so it's not a big
Oh,
deal. So all right, well Wanderson, thank you so much. That was good information. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, so we've already talked about a lot of different things you guys have brought up. What I wanted to do right now was bring up a certain current event. Um, let's see. Um, so I'm just looking at different ones that we could all talk about that we would all want to participate in. Um, We could look for arts and culture. Hmm. Let's see. I don't know. Does someone want to bring up a current event that we all can discuss? I mean, I can pick one, but I'm not sure if you guys would want to talk about science or business or what.
Technology.
Technology? All right. Cool. So I think last week or the week before, someone brought up with technology 3D printers. Has everyone heard about this? A 3D printer?
3D
Yep.
printer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to Alan. Alan, what have you
Okay.
heard about this?
Well, I've heard about a company, a French company, who just created their company to sell 3D printers. And I also watched a TV show called Big Bang Theory. And I love that show, actually. And on the last episode, basically, these guys tried to create their miniature of them. In using a 3D printer, and then he showed it to his girlfriend, and his girlfriend said, "How much did you pay for it? It looks nice, but how much did you pay for it?" And he said, "I bought a 3D printer for £5,000, $5,000." So she was quite upset.
That's really funny. That's really funny.
So yeah, I think 3D printers is really nice because it allows you to be creative, but it's still really expensive. So I'm just looking forward to the price to lower a little bit, so everyone can access to it.
Yes. So, Alan, could you expand and explain to everyone else who's in the Hangout what a 3D printer is?
So basically, a 3D printer, it's basically you can create on a 3D software anything you want, and then like I don't know, a glass, for example, and then when you use that 3D printer, you can actually have it as a real material, like something physic, and yeah, basically it allows you to create stuff without having to ask. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
Cool.
That's perfect. That's perfect description. So I want to know what everyone else thinks about this. What would you buy it if it was less expensive or not? What would you do, Anna?
Me? I remember I was reading something about the 3D printer like 2 weeks ago in the newspaper, and most of the people think that they are a new invention, but they are. The first one was invented like back in the 70s or 80s, so it's not something new. It's just that now it's
Really?
more publicity
Really?
and yeah, you can find it and read it online. So you think that is something brand new, but no, it's very old. But of course, they used to be more big and expensive than they are now. But it's not something that caught my attention. I'm not very. I mean, I can use technology, but if I don't need it, I don't buy it.
Maybe it's developed. That's why they said it's a new.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
computers is not like before, so I think maybe it's developed, not like 80s.
That's interesting. I didn't know, Anna, that it was invented so long ago. Interesting.
Yeah,
Huh. Okay. Lucy, what do you think about the 3D printer? Would you spend $5,000 on that, or would you rather spend it on some other type of technology?
In another thing, I think I don't need it. So
You don't need it. Okay.
No, I don't buy it. Maybe if I work in something related, like design or architecture or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
actually, no, I wouldn't buy it.
Okay. All right. What I'm just curious then, what would you buy? What new things would you buy?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, don't worry. Um, how about you, Manal? What would you do?
I'm not interested in this stuff. In general, something related to the technology, I'm not interested on it. For example, my laptop is before I think I buy it before 7 years or I don't know. So I don't.
Mhm.
I'm not planning to buy another one unless it's broken. So I'm not interested in technology that much.
Hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, that's fair enough. Everyone has things they like or don't like as much, so yeah, that makes sense. Nikolai, how about yourself? Would you spend maybe not 5,000, but would you spend still a lot of money on a 3D printer?
I think if I were wealthy, I would buy it because it could be good fun. But now I I wouldn't spend a lot of money on it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, did you say you were a student right now?
Yes, I'm a student.
Right, I'm a student too, so obviously $5,000 is not something I can
Yes.
afford, really. So yeah,
The new PlayStation console is going to be uh, in March, I think, or in April.
really okay. Do you know how
Yeah,
much
the
that is supposed?
PS4.
Wow, how much is that going to be?
I don't know.
Well, maybe you'll just let some of your rich friends buy it, and so then you can play when you're at their house. It's probably a good idea.
Okay.
All right, Mina, would you spend $5,000 on a 3D printer? Or you said, if I'm not mistaken, you wrote that you would buy a new wife. Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, I would spend this money if for something that makes me happy and make other happy. يعني.
Okay.
I wish I found some. If it will make someone happy, so I would buy it.
Okay. Yeah. Um, that's definitely something that people try to measure in economics, right? The amount of utils that you get out of a certain product. So how much happiness do you get out of certain things? So
Yeah,
yeah, if you didn't really get that much out of a 3D printer, then why would you spend money on it?
because I got bored easily, so
Yeah.
quickly.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's
Mina,
fair.
Mina, you keep
Yeah,
saying yani.
يعني
I have to
يعني.
go.
You know, Troy, you know what that means? It
No.
mean yeah, it's mean when you say between the sentence, just like that.
Okay.
You know,
Yani. Yani. I'll write that
So
down. That's
he
good.
so he keeps saying it in Arabic.
Okay, I'm writing it down. Some of my friends, they lived in Jordan and in Morocco, and they speak fluent Arabic. Well, maybe not fluent, but very, very good Arabic, at least for Americans. So next time I talk to them, I'll say Yani Yani, because the only thing I can remember, I joke around. The only thing I can remember is Habibi, so I'll say that to them a
Okay,
lot. Yeah.
everybody do know this word only.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, Nan, would you spend $5,000 on a 3D printer?
I think if I have $5,000, I would buy professional camera.
You'll buy a professional camera. That's cool.
Yes, because I think taking a photo is very great.
I I really agree with that. That's cool.
Uh,
What camera would you like to buy?
I don't know because the price of it is very very high in Vietnam. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, cool. Thank you for sharing.
And thank you.
All right, Salha,
Yes.
would you spend money to buy a 3D printer?
Now, I spend money to buy some English books.
Okay. So that would be $5,000 worth of English books would be a whole library. That would be a lot of English books.
Uh,
English bride.
Uh,
what?
sorry, say that one more time, Mina.
English
What did you say,
bride.
Mina?
Uh, right when you start to talk, Mina, it goes fuzzy. I couldn't hear you. Huh. Okay. Maybe Mina, if you could type it.
But 5,000 to buy an English bride, not English book.
Oh, an English bride. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess you could try that. I'm not sure that it would be as cheap as $5,000 though. I think it might be a little more expensive. Um, but Salha, what would you rather spend $5,000 on? Would you really buy $5,000 worth of English books, or would you?
No, English books and traveling.
And what?
$5,000 for traveling.
Traveling. Okay, that's what I would do too. All right, cool. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
And Wanderson, would you buy a 3D printer if you could?
No, I wouldn't. I find it interesting, but I don't need it.
You don't need it. Yeah. So if you don't need it, then what's the
I
point?
wish I had. If I had the money, I would buy another laptop because my camera is not working. Not
Okay.
working today. I would
All
buy
right.
another.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for sharing what you would do with $5,000, whether you would spend it on a 3D printer or English books or an English wife or something like that. So today we talked a lot about current events. Lots of different thoughts were shared. I really appreciate that. And this is the last of our season for current events, but I'm going to be creating different series for next time. So stay tuned, and I will talk to you guys later.
Bye
So thanks so much.
Bye.
Thank
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.